Monday, August 10th, 2025, MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. Big Marcel's right there. We're going to recap UFC Vegas 109. We're here for about an hour recapping that. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern, our friend MMAREX is going to join us. And we're going to preview UFC 319, which, Marcel, I was looking through the card today. Bro, there's going to be a bunch of fights, Marcel, where I'm like, all right, Marcel, you start with this one. Because that card is fucking hard to pick, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it is. It is. By the way, you have in the title you have Hernandez Dolidze, but it's Dolidze Hernandez.
Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. My bad. Because the thing, you know what's funny? Last week I forgot to put it out because there was no main event, so I just left it UFC Vegas 108, and then I realized that I had to, put it in. So actually, I'm gonna go edit it right now, but no big deal. Anyways, let me get it set up. I'm gonna tweet it out and stuff. Can you just talk for a minute? Talk about your day. What'd you do today, man?
Yeah, not much, to be honest, man. I mean, I always work after the event, so I have that shit ready when I want. And woke up, watch Ajax first game of the season. Pretty horrible game, still won, but yeah, whatever. I did do a lot Tony Hawk again, in my free time. I had some free time, so yeah. And you enjoy that as well, so yeah. It's all good, man. Not too much. It's gonna be fucking hot over here next week. So
dude, it was so hot today here. Like I played baseball or softball, and I was like dying, man. Our team won though. We did pretty good. I had a good day at the plate, but dude, it was so hot. Like I felt, ill, like almost. Like there's like a heat wave right now in Ontario, so it's crazy here. When you come here and we hang out, we're both going to be two big boys dying in the sun, man. So we'll die together there. But let's go through the comments here. See who's in the chat. Hopefully they show up today. Yep, they do. It's not set to children's mode today, Marcel. What's up, Joe? Lazy Bed, what's up? We got our mod here. It's our guy. Craig, what's up, man? Jays won. Our team held off to win, Marcel, against the LA Dodgers. It was such a crazy game, though. Craig, I don't know if you watched it. Like, Hoffman was garbage today. 5 walks or something. Terrible. Andy, what's up, brother? Yeah, it was a good card. And we're talking about it. Joe liked the card. Sign Collectibles is here. What's up, man? Glad to have you here as well. Justin's here as well. What's up, man? This guy lives in Vegas. It's like crazy. Dude, honestly, like, how do you golf in that weather, man? I don't know. Like, more power to you. I wish I could do it, but like, I've been to Vegas a couple times, Justin. It's so hot, dude. Like, I love Vegas. It's so hot though. I don't know how you guys like play sports outside. That is crazy to me. Joe's in Philadelphia, Marcel. That's another big city.
Oh God, yeah.
Zach and Joe, the Philly boys. What's the summer normally like? Well, I mean, half the year snows, dude. So I mean, from like November, December till like March, April, it's snow. Even later sometimes. May is usually like really nice, and September, those are kind of my favorite months because they're like more mild. But yeah, June, July, August, it's been really hot the last 2 months, man. Which I don't want to complain because look where I am. I mean, look behind me, Marcel. I'm still in San Diego. I've been here for 2 months, but yeah, it's been hot. Yeah, I'm sick of Hoffman. You know what, Craig? I think they should give what's his name, Braden Fisher a shot, or maybe Louis Varland, the new guy they picked up. Give him a shot closing. I'm tired of Hoffman, dude. What's up, Dana? Yeah, we'll talk about that fight for sure. Compared to living in a deep south. Yeah, I know, I believe you. That's the problem, right? So dry heat versus humidity. That's the difference for sure. Snow in April. I mean, dude, like it really does snow. Like, why do you think all these NBA players don't want to play here, Antoine? It's because of the snow. It's not, the city's nice. Like, there's, I know you're known for the strip clubs there, but like I'm sure there's some good ones here in Toronto too. But yeah, I mean the food's good, everything's good. It's just it's very very hot. So, or sorry, very cold. I mean, not very hot. It's very cold in the winter. My bad, the opposite. So, anyways, just getting it set up here, Marcel. Let me just finish this up. But yeah, I mean overall, here's Jack. Here's you. He was good for you guys last year though, Zach. He was an all-star. So. I mean, he was. We're talking about baseball here, Marcel. By the way, so you're Marcel. Have you actually watched the baseball game, like, or no?
Actually, I never did.
I didn't think so. And I'm not. Again, I mean, it's not big there. No. There are some Dutch players though, Marcel. There are.
I know.
There's a few guys from like Curacao.
Yeah.
And I think Suriname too, right? They speak. I think. Yeah. I think there's a few guys there, like some biggie boys, the biggie boy types. But they there's a few guys from like Curacao that are actually really good. So there's a few good guys. But yeah, and I think there actually might be some guys from like actual Netherlands. There's also like a German player too. This guy Max Kepler, he's German. I don't know if you know him. You ever heard of him?
No.
He plays for Zach's team. He plays for the Phillies. So he's a German guy. I think he's the only German guy. And then you have a few Canadian guys, mostly American guys, mostly Dominican guys, and Cuban guys. And yeah. Anyways, we're off topic here, but yeah. All right, I'm good to go. I tweeted it, and oh yeah, he's asking about Netherlands, the weather, the winter. I mean,
It's normally like cold in the winter. Um, it's not the greatest, greatest, man. I think when it's cold, and when it's hot, it's almost all the time too hot because of the humidity. But
fair enough. Big E Boy's fighting for the dirty boxing title. Yeah, I heard he wanted to come back to the UFC. I don't know if they want to bring him back. I mean, they should. But by the way, Martin Budai signed with Octagon, which no surprise there. Anyways, let's get into the card from last night. We had, it was a pretty good card. I think, right? What do you think overall?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. I think. I mean, I hope for some more finishes on the main card, to be honest. But overall, pretty fun fights to watch. So you won't hear me complain about this card.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, Marcel.
Yeah.
Some of the fights seem like I never thought there'd be a finish in like Fili Rodriguez, for instance. You know what I mean?
No.
But like I thought there'd be a finish in the Erceg fight, for instance. So these guys are talking about Octagon. So Zach's watching Anthony Pettis fighting championship right now. I appreciate you, Zach. Joe says 7 out of 10. I mean, I think I would say probably 8 or 10. I don't know. Maybe I'm overrating the card. There were some bad fights too, especially at the beginning. But the thing is, the highlights were really high on this card. Like there were some really, really good finishes, man. So, and we'll talk about those fights coming up. But let's start with the main event, Marcel. And Fluffy Hernandez puts on an absolutely just completely dominant performance where somehow only one judge gave 110-8 round. I mean, yeah. I had it 10-9, 10-8, 10-8. And the fourth round, if that round had finished, it would have been 10-7 because it would have been 10-8 plus point deduction. I don't know if that's how you saw it, but dude, he was beating the shit out of Dolidze. Like, this fight wasn't close, guys. What did Dolidze really do in this fight? I was shocked when I saw the stats and it said he landed 36 punches because I didn't think he landed anything, to be honest with you. Yeah. Dominant performance by Hernandez, dude. That's 8 straight wins for Fluffy Marcel. And we both like this guy. We both liked him for a while. Mm-hmm. He's going to go to Chicago next week. They're flying him out there, dude, to be there. So it makes me feel like he's going to get the next title shot. And I know you don't agree with it, but why else would they fly him there, guys? Talk about it.
To be really honest, I don't think he's not the backup. He said I will fly to Chicago to be to be there. So he said.
Yeah, I didn't say he'd be backup, but I didn't say it. Just be clear. But he said the matchmakers talked to him, like the UFC talked to him. They said we're sending you next week. So it's not just him going; like they're sending him. So.
I don't think he gets a title shot next, although he looked really good.
He looked amazing.
I mean, he pretty much completely neutralized Dolidze, and when it got like anything exciting for Hernandez with Dolidze on the ground, he stepped away from him. Every time he landed in his guard, he was like, "No, not going to do that." And for Dolidze, I felt like he was done. He was really done when he at a certain moment. I think it was almost like. Not that he was happy, but it felt like he was happy the rear naked choke was there. That's how I feel, because there was no way he was going to win the fight, know. And it was like, how do you say that? Before execution, I don't get the words, but it was like to keep it go longer. Please help me out, Adam.
I'm not sure, but like you're talking about like. What, prolonging, or I don't know.
Prolonging. Pretty much prolonging the fight. Which
fair enough. Yeah, that's the word. There you go. I got it. I can be smart sometimes. I agree. I mean, like, how did you score? Did you have 10-8s after the first round? Was it 10-9, 10-8, 10-8, and then?
I gotta tell you, to be honest, dude, I didn't even score the fight.
Okay, it was just such a beatdown, right?
Clearly gonna win. Yeah.
By the way, we have our boy in the chat. George is going to join us in about 45, 50 minutes from now. George, we'll send you. Well, actually, you might have the link, George. We'll send it to you again. No problem. I want to get the comment here from. There's a few comments, obviously, from what you guys are saying. I do want to get this comment from Marcus. I agree, which is funny because Merab was in the corner of Dolidze, Marcel. I agree, but the thing is, I actually think, I know it's crazy to say this because Merab is an amazing fighter. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. But I almost feel like what Fluffy's doing at middleweight is even more impressive because like bigger guys don't have these gas tanks that he has. And the crazy thing is, Marcel, this guy's like the biggest stoner on the planet. He's actually kind of like a Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz type where he smokes his lungs out, but he's got the best fucking cardio I've ever seen. Like, his cardio is incredible. Dude, he won't break in fights. So, really, when you fight him, like Dolidze had a bad game plan because really he should have went first round or bust or second round, first 10 minutes or bust.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say this too. I don't know what's going on with that team right now at Extreme, Marcel. But their team is not looking good lately. Like these guys are not putting on good fights. What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck is going on there, dude? I don't know. What Nixick, like I don't know what they're doing. They have to change it up though. But like I remember the Zellhuber, that was a terrible performance. Ige looked pretty bad. I know Curtis won, but he didn't look that good either in his fight. Go ahead.
I think Alex Behunin is too much there. He gets about bad vibes, and I'm just kidding.
No, but like seriously, dude, like I don't know what's going on with that camp. Like I think they've looked like terrible, these guys lately. They haven't prepared them well for these fights. Like I think you're only going to beat him in the first round, basically, Hernandez, because as the fight goes on, like DDP might be the only guy that can match him with the cardio. I don't think these other guys match him with the cardio. Maybe Kyle, he's got good cardio too, but these guys, yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying this lazy bed middleweight Cain Velasquez. Do you see a potential comparison?
He is from Mexican heritage.
Yeah, that's probably
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's impressive though. But yeah, I mean, a lot of guys are just talking about the cardio. I want to get signed collectibles because I know you disagree because you want to see the winner of Kaio and Imavov fight for the belt, right? That's your thinking.
I think the honest thing they should do is to let the winner of that fight the winner of DDP against Chimaev for sure. I think Hernandez can fight either Adesanya or Renier the Ritter.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that might be what the plan is, but I honestly think I'd rather see him fight for the belt. I think he's ready to fight for the belt.
Nah, dude. Bro, let's be honest. He needs a real top 5
dude,
opponent.
He's won 8 straight fights.
I don't give a shit.
Who else does that, though?
Yeah, but I don't give a shit.
But Marcel.
Adam, no. He needs a top 5 opponent, dude, before he fights for a title, I like the guy as well, but he needs a top 5 opponent before he fights for a title.
Okay, so I don't disagree with what you're saying, because, like, merit-wise, yeah, I mean, Dolidze wasn't ranked as high as some of these other guys, but again, it's not just like who you're beating, dude. It's how you're beating the guys. He's beating the fucking shit out of these guys. I know the Brendan Allen fight wasn't his best performance, but he was sick going into that fight. He told James Lynch about that. He had some illness, and I believe him too because his other fights, like you've never seen kind of struggle like that. So I get what you're saying. Listen, if they do want to do Imavov Kyle winner, that's fine. I don't think Renier gets the next title shot, though. I think he would have to fight one more time. But here's the problem, though. And I did say this last week, too. You have a logjam now with contenders, dude. That's the problem. So, Khamzat DDP, that winner of that fight probably won't fight again until what, like February, March of next year? Let's say 6 months. So, then, that the winner, Fluffy might have to wait another year to fight for the belt. I mean, it seems kind of weird to me when this guy, I mean, potentially, dude, could be the best fighter in the world in this division. Potentially.
And that's why he should have another fight in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I think everything you're saying is fine. But again, it does make me think like they're talking about sending him to Chicago. I'm not saying he's the backup because I don't think he is.
No.
But the fact he's going to be sitting there, dude, it's interesting to me. That's all. To me, it's interesting. Sign Collectibles made a good point too. There is no American champions. That's something interesting. A lot of people are saying Strickland. I think Strickland's suspended, isn't he? Like, isn't he?
Something like that, or they keep him on the shelf.
So, I don't think he's going to be fighting anytime soon, guys. I mean, probably, next year he'll be back, but Fluffy should fight. Oh, yeah, this is another option. I didn't think about this, Marcel. The loser of the title fight. That's another option. We really have to just see how this fight goes next week. I think that's going to...
The thing is, you have like the fight next week, then you have Imavov.
And 2 weeks later, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Plus you have Fluffy and you have RDR, So there are a lot of people who can go. And I think listen, if Imavov wins against Barallo, he should be next. He already beat Adesanya. He's the number 1 contender. And if he beats Barallo, he should be next, man, in my opinion. And I'm not even a big Imavov fan.
I know. That's the funny thing. You don't even like this guy. That's the funny thing.
I'm still in doubt about him. So, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like, listen, I love Jared Cannonier.
You guys.
I know. Here's the thing, you guys. I love Jared Cannonier. That right now. That's Kyo's best win, right, Jared?
Yeah.
Is Jared that much better than Roman? I mean, he's a little better, but I think they're kind of on the same. Honestly, they're on the same level to me.
Yeah, but if he wins against Imavov, he won against the number 1 contender.
Imavov, because he has the win over Izzy by knockout, right? That being said, I mean, I picked him in that fight. I did. Mm-hmm. Izzy's on the decline. I don't want to see Izzy versus Hernandez, though. I think Hernandez would beat the shit out of Izzy.
I don't mind, to be honest.
Because you don't like Izzy.
I don't have anything against Izzy, but I think if you're in the top of the division, you should also fight against the up-and-comers, who are trying to get that spot.
Yeah, no, fair enough. This Michael, what's on, man? He really likes the Strickland fight. I mean, I don't hate it.
A lot of
And
people do.
again, he's another guy that trains at extreme, so he's gonna come in with a bad game plan, like all these guys have been lately. Like Daniel Zellhuber throwing teep kicks for 50 minutes while he's getting boxed up. Marcel, that was the weird to me. That was like one of the weirdest performances of the year. Bipolar thinks he needs one more fight. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can't remember. I think like John Fitch has the most wins without getting. Was it like 9, and then he finally got one? I think. So like usually, if Merab had 10 actually, didn't he? Merab, did he have 10?
He also had like George Soteropoulos, who had like 8 or 9,
Like,
and then lost to Seaver.
He lost to Benson or Jim Miller. Who was it?
Ooh.
George Soteropoulos. Who did he lose
No,
to?
to Dennis Seaver, I think.
Oh, Seaver. Yeah, that was right. That's in. Bit of. I guess that was a fraud check back then, Marcel.
I was really high on the dude, man. I remember I was super high on the guy.
Dude, I mean, he was Greek. He was Australian. I love the guy. I saw him fight Joe Lozon once in Detroit. First UFC card I went to.
Yeah.
It was a fight of the night, by the way. But yeah, there's my old memory bank working. By the way, Fight Talks in the chat. What's up, man? Appreciate the artwork, dude. John, what's up, man? Our boy John B's in the chat. I don't mind it, John. Honestly, we'll see what happens. Like, it really does depend what happens next week. Like, again, what if this is like a back and forth 5-round fight that's a split decision? Maybe they'll just be like, all right, we're doing an immediate rematch. Like, just say Khamzat wins a split. It could happen. You never know.
Listen, I really think the UFC, if Khamzat wins, they're not going to give DDP a rematch. Definitely not. However,
I just realized I pulled this. I just watched the shirt. My collar's all fucked up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a woman. I don't see these things, So I'm sorry.
There you go. It's better. Like
I don't see these things.
By the way, True is hilarious. If Cumshot wins, he likes calling him Cumshot, like Kobe. Fluffy versus Loser. I don't think that would be the fight, though. I think he would fight someone coming off a win. Not to say you're wrong or anything, but I think he'll fight someone coming off a win. I actually like this. I actually like the Izzy Sean rematch too. I don't know about you. I think that fight makes sense.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I think they could do that. Marcel, doesn't that seem like the Saudi Arabia Fight Night Special headliner?
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Or Qatar.
Hey, he's onto something. If Khamzat wins this Fluffy, become middleweight Tony Ferguson. We'll see. I mean, again, there's so much that can happen. I will say this, like, I mean, honestly, guys, like the discussion's interesting today. Like, we haven't really had a discussion like this in a while. People are kind of like interested, but they're also torn. They think he needs one more win. So I'm curious to see what happens. Again, I don't hate him fighting again, but I'm ready. Okay, let me say this. If there was no one else, he'd be ready, right? If there was no one else.
Yeah, if there was no one else, but there are a lot of people.
3 other guys. That's the problem. Question for Adam Marcel. Is there a fighter ranked above Fluffy that would be a betting favorite over Fluffy? I mean, Khamzat, I think, would be.
And DDP would also be.
Probably Drake, maybe. I mean, probably. Actually.
Yeah, he would be.
And I'll be honest, like, the odds for this fight were kind of low, guys. I mean, he was like minus, 350? Mm-hmm. He should have been like minus 500 in this fight against Roman. It was a good bet. It was a really easy bet. But yeah, I think he'd be favored over Izzy. He'd probably be favored. Strickland has good takedown defense, but he'd probably still be favored over him. I will say this too. We didn't talk about, like, the wrestling was amazing. I thought his striking looked good too last night, Marcel. Did you?
Yeah, his striking looked pretty good, actually. Yeah,
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he was just complete domination, both stand up and ground game, in my opinion. So yeah,
fair enough. What would the odds be for Kyle versus Anthony? I honestly think he'd be favored a little bit, like minus 200 maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but you think he'd be favored a little bit?
Yeah, probably he would be a favorite.
Kyle's really good though. Well, again, it depends on how that fight goes. Maybe Kyle brutally knocks out Imavov, right? But we'll see, Marcel. What if that fight sucks? What if it's a terrible fight?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what they're going to do. They have many options,
It's a good problem to have when you think about it.
Of course.
I mean, and listen, Rainier's looked amazing, and beating Whitaker's a really nice win. But like when you think about it, it was a split decision. It wasn't like super, super convincing. His other big win would be Bo Nickel. He's looked great. I mean, I love Whitaker, but like again, I love Rainier, but Rainier hasn't even been in the UFC a year yet, which is crazy to me, and he's done this, so he's been amazing. Anyways, yeah, it's a really interesting discussion, guys. I mean, dude, I'm 100% sure that Hernandez will be favored over Kaio. I mean, I think Marcel would even agree, and he's the biggest Kaio fan.
Maybe not minus 200, but he will definitely be a favorite, I think.
I mean, what do you guys think? You tell me in the chat. Some of you guys like True and Sign Collectibles. What's up, Tristan? Roman striking isn't that great. I mean, I don't think it's amazing, but he has power. He did go toe to toe with Vettori for 5 rounds. Landed over 100 significant strikes against him, against Anthony Smith. Like, I don't think he's an amazing striker either, but like, he got tuned up last night, guys. Fight really wasn't close. So Fluffy minus 150, Hernandez. Yeah, maybe fair enough. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I think he'd be 100% favored. Yeah, this guy's right too, Clayton? He's saying like a few years ago, middleweight and welterweight were kind of dead, especially middleweight. You know, when Izzy was dominating everyone, he looked like the next Anderson Silva. You'd have another long champion, and then you see what's going on now. I mean, the Kyle win was a nice win. Sorry for the Cannonier win for Kyle. It was a nice win, Antoine, but like Cannonier's over 40 years old too. Like, I don't know. Like, I love Jared. He's a great fighter. I'm actually, you know what? Who knows what happens with this fight, Michael Page? I mean, that's another fight. We didn't even mention this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think they're in the mix necessarily, but like, what if there's like a crazy knockout? You know?
Yeah.
Hernandez? Whatever. My bad. I don't think I did. I think I said Hernandez, but maybe I said Fernandez. We'll talk about Gabriela Fernandez, Michael Chandler's girl after, right, Marcel? Hernandez small for the division. Yeah, small and still beating the crap out of everyone, dude. I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah. The weigh-ins were a little bit concerning, Marcel. He took till the end, but ended up making. Yeah. Isn't that the second straight fight where he had to do extra time? In the last fight?
I think so, but he always struggles with the weight, man.
It's weird, right? Actually, again, I watched the interview. He said basically like he's a pothead. He eats a lot of snacks. He kind of eats like junk food. So it even makes you wonder, like how much better could he get if he really took his diet seriously? Because like, you know, he's like us, dude. He's just eating whatever he wants. You know, Marcel?
Yeah.
Like me today with McDonald's. What did I have today, Marcel? How do you say it?
Oh, the McRusty. McRusty.
Big Roasty.
Oh, Big Rusty.
They had this like German burger in McDonald's Canada, guys. I tried it. I sent Marcel a message. I'm like, this was so fucking amazing. He's never had one. They have it there, but I gotta have a Big Tasty one day. That's what they have in Netherlands, right?
Yeah, Big Tasty. By the way, you didn't say that exactly. You said you had a Big Rusty, and it looked like a fat guy just all over it. That's what you said. So,
dude, I don't know what that special sauce on it was. It was amazing. Anyways, the McGangbang. So I know what this is. I haven't did it before, but you know what this is?
No.
It's like, isn't it just like a burger with a McChicken inside of it? Isn't that what it is, Clayton? I think. I've heard it's amazing. I've never tried one though. I should. I don't really eat McDonald's anymore. I mean, I'll have it once in a while. My kid wanted to go, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm having some.
I thought it was
happy. Yeah, I had one. Oh, go ahead.
I thought we were like maybe 2 beef patties with all kind of sort of sauces, you know, with the McGangbang.
Yeah, no, I no, it's yeah, the Marcel special sauce. McGriddles, dude. The McDonald's. Okay, we gotta stop talking about it, man, because I'm gonna have to fucking take a trip there tomorrow morning if we don't stop. A Royale cheese, yeah. You've seen Pulp Fiction, right, Marcel? The movie.
Oh yeah, of course.
Royale with cheese. That looks so good. Big Kahuna burger. McDonald's Canada has that stuff. They just started this like recently, Zach. They have like, it's like, I don't know. I looked at the menu. It was just like a few different things from other countries, but it was actually really good. Yeah, the burger was fucking amazing. I gotta try this though, the McChicken and McDouble. Okay, I'll get one next time on there. There we go. This is turning my stomach more than Adam sprints his tzatziki on the street.
People over here always talk about McRib, but we don't have McRib, so I have no idea.
I don't know if we have that, but I don't think we do. I'd have to look. Justin says that McDonald's Europe is better. Yeah, I think I went once when I was in Greece. Taco Bell, super underrated breakfast. Bro, if I'm having Marcel, you have Taco Bell there? They have it? Dude, Antoine, I'm in the bathroom the rest of the day if I have it. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad because they have some good. They're what's it called? They're actually, you know what's funny, Marcel? I was talking to my friend about it. I was like, yo, I got the new Tony Hawk. He's like, oh, did you try the new Taco Bell Tony Hawk? Because they have a collaboration. They have a dinner or something. What's up, For to Win? What's going on, man? I'd be happy to make you guys some top tier Chilean completos, similar to a hot dog but way better. I gotta have one of these now, dude. You guys are making me so hungry. I'll be honest, I haven't eaten since I had the burger at like 3:00, and it's almost 9:00 now. So I didn't want to eat after the podcast. I'm probably gonna have to. I gotta see what this is. Chilean completos. Do you know what this is, Marcel?
No idea, but.
All right, I'm gonna Google it. We went way off the rails here. You know what? It's all Fluffy's fault. He was talking about how much snacks he likes, and then we started doing Don.
It looks good.
That looks pretty good. Oh man, that looks really good. Yeah. Okay. Well, if we ever come to Chile, if they do another UFC fight night in Chile, we're down. We're in there. We're in there. Five guys. Yeah, five. They have it here in Canada too. Five guys. Um, I haven't been in a while, but it's good. Anyways, okay, let's get back to the fights. Because if we don't get back to them, we're gonna have food all night, guys. You're gonna
Yeah.
make me Marcel hungry. Come on, you got two big boys here, guys. We're both hungry guys, man. Tristan's talking about PFL Africa. I saw the knockouts on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I saw too.
Unfortunately, I didn't. I had my kid all weekend. It's really hard. Even watching UFC. I mean, it's 6 hours that the kid's on the iPad. She's playing like with Lego and stuff, and I'm watching it. I feel bad, So it's hard for me to spend the whole day. But I did see the finishes. Incredible. He's gonna host us, Marcel. So there we go. We're gonna go one day. Whataburger. I don't think we don't have that in Canada. We don't have. I
No.
don't know if I've been before. Cosmo with the Five Guys. Did he really? Good for him. All right, let's get back to the card. Co-main event. I'm actually curious to hear your thoughts on this fight. Steve Erceg wins a unanimous decision, 30-27.
What's
29-28.
what's Five Guys?
Five Guys is a burger chain.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you'd rather have five girls, right? So
I never heard of it. So.
back on track, lazy bed. Back on track. All right. Steve Erceg, 29-28 times 3. Listen, okay, so I think this fight could have gone either way. I really do, guys. First round, clearly Ode. Third round, clearly Steve. It comes down to the second round. Like, you can go either way. I thought Ode landed the bigger shots, So they put my tweet on the screen. Other people had it tied up, which is fine.
Mhm.
I really thought Ode did enough to win it. I thought he landed the bigger shots, had the bigger moments. It was close. If you said Steve was going to win it, that's fine. My tweet wasn't exactly well received. It was probably the most hate I've gotten on my scorecards in a while, which they put a lot of my scorecards up. And knowing that they're going to go up, I have to really think about how I'm scoring these fights. So sometimes I'm on the fence about it. And I'm like, oh shit, if I put this up, someone's going to flame me. But you know what, man? It's part of the game. If I'm going to, and I was going hard on the judges on Twitter yesterday because there were some fucking terrible scorecards, and we'll talk about them in a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think I really truly feel like the second round could have gone either way. I thought Ode outlanded him. The good thing was my boy Capoza. He said he thought the same thing, and I respect that guy's opinion more than Marcel, more than anyone, except for probably you when it comes to MMA. And I know you respect the shit out of him too. Mm-hmm. So it made me feel better that he had Ode as well. I think it was super close. I think you said it could have. You had it either way, right? That second round?
Yeah, listen, man, I scored it for Erceg, but I think it could have gone either way. I thought it was a close fight.
Yeah.
I had a 1-1 going into the third, and the third was for Erceg. But it was close, man. I mean, it could have gone either way. And the thing is, Osbourne had him hurt early in the fight, in the first round. The first round was really good for Osbourne. And Erceg really looked like a guy who had very little confidence after those 3 losses, But I think it's really good from him to get back to win the second and third round and get the win there, And good for him, man. I mean, if he loses 4 in a row, and Osbourne is decent, but it's not a guy you should lose to if you just fought for a title like a year ago. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. To me, it was just super close. Again, I don't have an argument, against Steve winning the fight.
By the way,
yeah,
I talked to Alex Perez. I was like, "Why weren't you in this corner?" And he's like, "I was in the stands." It's like, "Fuck, man, you suck."
It was Aljo. Who else was it? Aljo, Dewey Cooper, someone else.
Yeah.
No, they're not cutting Ode. They're not. No. It's short notice, anyways. I actually think he looked good. Don't you think? Overall,
and he won his last fight against Luis Gurule. So
yeah, it was an upset.
Yeah.
I think he's getting better. Honestly, he's kind of inconsistent though. Even the fight with that lazy boy guy. Remember, he dropped him, and then he ended up losing a decision.
I know for a fact Antoine can't wait for us to talk about Jocelyn Edwards. I watched Sherlock recap yesterday. I saw him in there.
Oh man. Yeah. So with Steve though, I mean, geez, imagine he got knocked out though in the first round. Do you think he would have been caught if he had get knocked out? If he had been knocked out in a minute?
No, I don't think so.
No. He needed that win though. It saved his career. I mean, let's be honest. Anyways, we'll see what they do with Erceg. I gotta be honest though, dude. I haven't seen a guy fall from grace in this in a while. It's so fast. Basically it was a year ago. It was 14 months ago he fought Padoja. He doesn't go for that takedown in the 5th round. He wins that fight and wins the belt. His chin doesn't look. It looks kind of sketchy to me, dude. I don't know. By the way, at Lazy Bet, I agree. I mean, that's one of the problems with the scoring, in MMA is that you have some of these clear 10-9 rounds. And then you have other ones that are like, 50-50 rounds. That's one of the problems. And maybe, I've seen people talk about half a point, but the thing with half a point, the judges are already so stupid. Like, I don't think adding half a point, would be a good idea. These guys are terrible judges. So they probably give Steve. Yeah, I mean, he's going to fight in Perth, I would imagine, right, Marcel? Steve Erceg. I don't know who he'll fight. I mean, probably a prospect, to be honest with you. We'll see. Maybe they get Andre Lima if he comes out of, or if he's, healthy.
If Kaya Sakura gets a quick win.
Yeah, I mean, that's another option. That makes sense, too. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the card.
What's the CDL? Is that Christian Duncan Leroy?
Probably, but I think he said it wrong, right? Do you think 10-9 much score is the issue? I mean, here's the thing, like, so I don't think it's a perfect system, but I think, like, when you're, we're on Twitter and, like, Discord and stuff, we're talking about the fights. For the most part, we can actually come to, like, an agreement of who won the round. So I don't know if it's necessarily an issue, but, like, what's the better option? That's the problem. Like, I can't think of one, Can you think of one? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to think of another judging thing. I will say this: they did change the judging criteria. I don't know if you guys know. Like, I mean, sure, some of you guys you saw it. Eric McGracken tweeted about it. My friend Eric Marcel. Yeah. No. I like the new changes. You read it, right? You did read it. Tell me you read the criteria.
I did. Okay. I did.
So
chill out. I did.
For the people who didn't, because Marcel did, it's just more emphasis on damage, right? That's pretty much what it is, and I think that's good, right, Marcel? They're just like damage is the thing, and it's like
go ahead. The only thing that really annoyed me was that the referees were way more interfering into fights, and definitely that Chris Toyoni fool.
Oh, what was the main event? It was Herb Dean, right?
Yeah,
how many times did Roman grab the fence where he didn't do anything?
Yeah, and also Herb Dean, what was it for a weird-ass thing where Hernandez maybe TKO'd him and then never TKO'd him?
I think that they couldn't hear the clapper thing, but to me, it looked like the round was over, and I was surprised that he was jumping up. It reminded me of, was it Anderson Silva and Michael Bisping? Wasn't that the other fight where it was like...
That fight should have been stopped.
Yeah, probably. There was another fight, too. There was this guy, what's his name? Okay, he fought Sean Woodson, and he dropped him like Luis Saldana. Remember this fight? And he jumped on top of the fence. And Herbie's like, get off. The fight's not over, dude. What are you doing? And he ended up, I think it was a draw. And they cut him after that. And this guy's career's in the tank now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really sad, actually. Do you guys think Andy Foster said? I saw that. Did you see the interview? Andy Foster?
No.
So he talked to Ariel. You know what I'm talking about, the California guy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually, I don't love Ariel's interviews just because, I mean, I don't know, man. The guys always start causing, drama, but this was a decent interview. He asked some good questions to Andy. It was a good interview. I'll give him that. But yeah, he basically said, like, they did talk to Jason. He said that it was a 10-7 round, which we both agreed on, right? The fight with Stephen Wynn and Muhammad Yahya. 10-7. He said that the fight should have been stopped at the end of the first round. He also said that the UFC score, the knockout guys, or sorry, the knockdowns, whoever's counting them screwed up because he said he counted 6 himself. This is the commissioner of MMA, basically, like of California. This guy, he used to be a fighter. I don't know if you knew that. He used to be a fighter, Andy Foster. Yeah. He's a smart guy. Dude, I'm getting tired of these counters. Like, listen, I think the stats in MMA it's a good thing to have, but if they're not accurate, dude, what good are they? Yeah. Because that fight, Marcel, how many was 8 knockdowns we counted, right? In that fight? And they gave him 6. Because I had 6 and then 2. And they're like, oh, it's a slip. Dude, that fight should have been stopped at the end of the first round where Muhammad fell back and his leg bent backward,
and also
against Gonzaga.
And also his eyes were like, where the hell am I? Like 10 seconds before the first round ended. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, it's an interesting thing. He just talked about, like, don't use 10-10 rounds, which we already knew about. Don't use 10-10 rounds, guys. If you use 10-10, the only time he said it should be, Marcel, it's like Juan Espino Romanov, where there's like a foul, like right at the beginning of the round. You have to Cody Brundage actually had a fight with Mansour, right? 10-10.
Or when Joe Martinez said 30-28 in the
fight. Oh, last night? Everyone was confused about that. It was 30-26.
Yeah.
Marcel, do you live off energy drinks? I think he does.
I drink one a day normally. Maybe that's already a lot, but I drink one a day. And the other things are not energy drinks. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. All right, let's get to the next fight. I mean, not a lot to say about this. We were just wrong. I thought this fight would be close. It wasn't. It was a dominant performance by Lucindo. She looked good, really good. Really good bounce back win. And it kind of shows you the level difference between an Angela Hill and an Amanda Lemos, right? It really does. Great performance by her. She looked great, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we both picked Hill. You were more on the fence than I was, but man, I mean, this was pretty easy to score. This was 30-27. Lucinda won all rounds, you know. Hill first round was kind of decent, but overall she had nothing to say against Lucinda on the ground, you know. And Lucinda looked good, man. I mean, one idiot judge gave it 29-28. Hill didn't win a round, man. It
No,
was just
I agree.
30-27. So good win for Lucinda. I think they should match her up with Tabata Ricci and Rio. Rio, that would make sense, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's talking about GFL. Yeah, I mean that that's not happening. The good thing is Zach's like the only guy ever got paid by GFL. I'm pretty sure Zach is. Yeah, I mean, these guys are so secretive. These stats counters, like they don't do interviews. We don't know. They do have a Twitter. That guy Michael Carroll. Do you know him? Michael J. Carroll on Twitter. He's like
Yeah,
a stats guy. He's okay. I mean, he's an okay guy. I don't have an issue with the guy, but like, I don't think he likes getting pushed back on. Like, I know people were asking about the Gaethje Max fight. It's kind of fucked when Max was like, "Oh, I got knocked down in that fight." He's like, "I got knocked down," and then the stats guys are like, "Nope, nope, you didn't get knocked down." When the fighter himself is saying he got knocked, that
yeah,
to me is a huge problem. And the other problem is they can't really change it because DraftKings uses the stats, Marcel, when they for their bets and stuff. So they use the
yeah,
stats. They can't really change it after. That's the. It's not like in other sports they actually do go back and they'll change it. You don't
yeah.
see that in MMA. Oh, you've analyzed my Facebook. I'll check it later, man. I can't do it right now, but I appreciate that. You want probably send me pictures of that hot dog. I mean, Antoine, honestly, like I just drink the cheap bottled water. It's like $2 a case, dude. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't drink the expensive stuff. All right, let's get back to the fights. Andre Feely split decision over Chris. What the fuck? Crazy scorecards. I thought Feely won every round. Clearly, dude, really good performance. A shout out to our guy Nick, an oddsbreaker, only guy in the staff, Marcel, that picked Feely. He won every round, right?
I think the second round was close, but overall he clearly won the fight. So yeah, I mean,
Was it Chris Lee? It was Chris Lee. Yeah, it was. What is it going to take for this guy to get removed from as a judge? Like, I just don't know. I just don't get it, dude. I think he's just not a good judge. I know.
stupid.
But honestly, like it was a good performance by Feely. C-Rod probably has to go back to 135. He looked a lot smaller than Feely in this fight.
Ciro just has a problem to make 135. That's a problem, and I
Yeah.
think he looked better at 135 than at 145. But yeah,
You know what's funny with Feely though? We should have just picked him because it's win loss win loss win loss for like his last 15 fights.
but that doesn't
I know.
always
I
keep
know.
going, you know. So
Marcos Rogero de Lima had the same thing, and eventually he lost, I think, and he got cut. No damage on Feely. Yeah, no. Feely just his C-Rod's face was really marked up after that fight. He did all the damage. Really good performance by him. I didn't even realize he was 35. It's crazy, right? Like these guys are getting the team alpha males, Marcel. They were all so young one day. Now they're all getting up there in age.
Ophelia is like the typical kind of dude who actually looks young, but he is one of the older guys.
I was surprised when they said he was 35. Well, when I saw he was 35. Nice bet, Tristan. Really good bet. This is another interesting fight. Jean Matsumoto defeats Miles John split decision. This fight was really close too. I mean, honestly, I think it could have gone either way too. For me, it was round 1 Miles Johns, round 2 Jean Matsumoto, round 3. I think it could have gone either way. I thought they would give it to Miles Johns, but honestly, I did score for Jean Matsumoto because I think he did a little bit more damage in the third round. How did you score it?
I gave round 1 to Miles Johns and round 2 and round 3 to Jean Matsumoto.
And the third round was the
And
closest, would you say though?
yeah, and you
Yeah.
said I was biased, so you can suck my
No,
dick.
not this fight.
Yeah, also this one. You said it and it does correct. But I'm not, you know. I'm good with Miles. I'm good with Jean. So I thought John just won. I think he did a lot of damage with the leg kicks, low kicks, a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I feel like Johnson's losing fights. He should be able to win, actually, you know,
Yeah.
because I thought he did pretty well, but yeah, I think for some reason he losing another close decision, man, and it sucks because I think he can match up with these guys,
Yeah.
but. I mean, I wouldn't have been. Listen, if they gave it to John, you wouldn't have heard me complain
No.
about it because it was that close. But it
Yeah.
was not a robbery by any ways. It was
No.
just close.
I agree. I mean, really, like there were some close fights. The only robbery scorecard really was the C-Rod one over Feely. That's just a horrible scorecard. Like, actually, you know what? The scorecard itself for Johns was bad though from Ben Cartilage because he gave was it C-Rod the first round, then John second and third. Was that?
Yeah, so,
That's weird, right?
just weird. Yeah,
Just a weird scorecard. I don't actually. Well, there's another scorecard later on that was really weird
Jesus.
too.
Yeah,
Some weird score. You know what? Actually, after that first fight, didn't you have a feeling the judging would be a little weird for that card?
Yeah, but I mean, they had so many fights where it was like a clear win for some guy
Yeah,
around, and they give it to the other one. It's like,
yeah.
did they went to a bathroom break or something? I don't know.
There's no like what's the worst that can
Consistency.
happen? That Jeff Mellon guy that does the weights is going to talk to them and be like, "Don't do that again, young man. You
That
have to
might have
score better."
that might have been his best moment ever. When he was holding Angela Hill's how do you say that, fake breast in his hands, implants, and
That's
then
just a joke, by the way. Like,
yeah, of
she doesn't
course,
actually walk around with those guys.
no, of course not.
People
That's
think
a
that she
joke.
does. They're like,
Of
she
course, it's
probably
a
uses
joke.
a push-up bra, but I mean, she's not walking around with those, anyways. But I agree with what you're saying. That was hilarious. I wouldn't even touch them. I would be like, ugh.
Yeah, you would have sniffed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe. You know what's funny? Her husband's name's Adam. I don't know if you probably knew that.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's a white dude too, which is hilarious.
But you have more hair
He's
than he.
basically me. I have more hair. Do I?
Yeah, he's bald, I think.
By the way, I shaved yesterday. I'd been growing it for like probably a couple of weeks. I just was
What?
lazy as fuck to shave
What?
it. Sorry,
What did you shave?
my beard.
Oh, your beard.
Oh, and I shaved down there too. Actually, well, I might as well. You're asking. I'm just saying. Just might as well get it all done in one shot. But my daughter was like, she's like, Daddy. She's like, what happened to your beard? I'm like, I shaved it off. She's like, put it back on. Go put it back on. She doesn't understand that I can like.
You first did it down there, and then you did it up here.
I have two. No. I have two different razors. I have two different ones. Two different groomers. I'm not using. Dude, I'm not doing that.
You got the weed whacker.
It was. Yeah, it was. All right, let's go back to the card. Yeah, CLD. I mean, great performance here over Eric Anders, knocking him out. But like, I don't know. Eric Anders is like pretty like old now, and he's been knocked down a lot lately. Marcel, he's been knocked down 4 straight fights, so he's been getting dropped. He's won his fights. I never thought he'd win this fight. This was like such an easy pick. Don't you agree?
Yeah, man. I mean, we both picked Duncan. Eric. Yeah, I mean, Eric is just like hit or miss and really inconsistent, man. Just like his brother Hans. I mean, it's just not good. And
Yeah.
I think he's just at the end of his career. I always like Eric, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
this was always Christian Leroy Duncan for me. And I
Yeah.
was happy to finally see a little bit more of the vintage Cage Warriors Christian Leroy Duncan in this one, because that was a great finish. And that's a finish like he had in Cage Warriors before, So
Yeah,
that was good.
that was like the vintage CLD, like you said. Great performance. I mean, it doesn't really change how I feel about the guy, though. I think he's a decent fighter. I don't think he's like a champion. I don't think he's like borderline top 15, maybe. But like
Yeah.
G-Rod beat him easily, and that's a guy is G-Rod even ranked? Gregory?
Gregory, no.
It's crazy to me. He should be ranked. Don't you agree, Gregory?
Yeah, the thing is, like, he was going to be ranked if he beat Cannonier, but he lost. And
Yeah.
then he fought Hermanson, and too bad for him, Hermanson wasn't in the rankings anymore.
Fucked Hermanson up in that fight, though. That was crazy. But yeah, good quality knockout. And then Anders, I saw some people tweet, like Danny Segura said that this is his retirement fight. That's not true. He told James, and I think Cole too, that he has one more fight in his contract. So Eric's gonna have to have one more fight in the UFC, and then he'll retire.
Yeah.
You know what? Good for him, because Eric has had a long career. He came from like a football background, Marcel, to have some really good fights in the UFC. And this was his first loss since he fought Thiago Santos. Do you remember that fight with him and Thiago?
Of course. It was a main event, right?
It was a really good fight. It was like a brutal fight in Brazil, and it was like really hot, I remember. And I just remember him like just taking a lot of damage, and this like lying down in the corner. You couldn't get up. It was a corner stoppage. So really, this is the first true knockout loss of his career. But again, getting dropped a lot. CLD, I mean, I think they'll match him up with someone coming off a win at middleweight. I don't really know. Manscaped, no, I haven't used it. I have a different one, but yeah. Ref judges should be available. They should be. Again, even if they just have, one, like even if it's like John Morgan gets to ask a few questions, it's better than nothing. Zach, you shaved? Holy fuck. Guys, Zach shaved. That's crazy. Antoine, I haven't shaved my beard in 7 years. Really, dude, I have to shave it. I shave it like, how often do you shave your beard? Like once a month?
Not often.
Okay, I shave it like once a month. It gets so hairy. Dude, it's so hot outside. I can't do it, man.
You have these Greek genes, man.
I know.
So it's
dude,
like...
my chest is, it's my back.
Yeah, I barely have anything.
I look like fucking Azamat from Borat, dude.
No, you look like Rostam Akman. Can you remember?
Rostam, the guy with... No, I don't know if Aaron, did you see that tweet from Aaron like a little while? He's like, this is the first guy who's allowed to wear a sweater in the octagon.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He's like the hairiest motherfucker I've ever seen, dude.
He got like a wreck on his back.
Did he have one fight and get cut from UFC? Like,
one or two, I think. Yeah.
Swedish guy, right? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swedish guy. Yeah.
We haven't met yet. I'm gonna meet Marcel one day. I don't know when. Maybe next year. I want to meet you, dude. I want to hang out with you.
Everybody wants to meet me, dude.
Marcel he never leaves his house. That's the problem. So since you got the job working at home, you don't really leave your house. Let's be honest. If you didn't put Andrews away, you got dropped. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Did you guys hear about Ilya Justin? I don't know, man. There's so much stuff out there. Who posted it?
I'm not even gonna say, but
okay,
some random account,
okay.
So.
That's the problem. Like, I'm not saying it's just you never know. I mean, there's so many fake accounts out there. That fight might happen. I mean, it's possible Ali gets his way, but I mean, what they're gonna do? Paddy and Armin? Armin should, to me, Armin or Paddy should get it more than Justin. Do you agree?
Armin should get it,
yeah.
But he won't get it, So it's gonna be Paddy or Gaethje, I think.
I'd rather see Paddy get it though. I'm tired of listen, I love Gaethje. He's one of my favorite fighters. I'm tired of seeing this guy fight for the belt every other fight. He doesn't really deserve it, guys. Andrew Shakoli. Oh God, I guess they could do it. Admitted Adam, you went for the full wax swap. Yeah, like Steve Carell or Steve Erceg, I mean, from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Marcel with the Hawaiian closet shade. There you go.
I don't even know what that is, but
what is that? What is that? What the hell is that?
I gotta look it up.
Some Chilean thing. It's like something they eat there, probably.
Hawaiian closet.
Dude, Zach, it was so hot, dude. I felt so uncomfortable. The podcast is about to put shirts for skins. Yeah, there we go. Justin saved. Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. He did save the card, but I don't know, man. Is this Ali's burner? Is this Ali Abdelaziz's burner account? Is this who it is? No, I'm joking. He might get the title shot. Listen, if he does, I'm not gonna cry about it. It's still an interesting fight, but
I also no problem with it.
I think Ilya brutally knocks him out. I have no. You wouldn't even have to think about that, right? That fight.
I would pick Topuria as well, probably. Yeah,
probably. You 100% would. What do you mean? Probably. Of course you would. You would never pick Gaethje.
We got to be a little bit mysterious. I always pick Topuria so far in this UFC career, so I mean, you know that.
Yeah, no, you have. He's been amazing. All right, let's get back to the card. This fight was kind of weird. Julius Walker defeats Rafael Cerqueira. I don't know about this fight, dude. I don't know what to think of either guy. I mean, really.
Remember, you were high on Cerqueira.
I was after his tape study.
Yeah.
Where he's fighting these scrubs in the Brazilian regional scene. He landed some big shots in the first round. I don't know. I mean, listen, Walker won, obviously, but I don't know what to think about this guy. What do you think? I mean, I don't know what to think about this dude.
It was just I think the first 2 rounds Walker won, and then he was I think he was thinking in his mind, should I try to go for a finish or should I be content with 2-round win and try to get the win by decision, whatever, and I think he went for the second. The thing is, he had some good ground control. When he got him down, Cerqueira had really difficulties to get up again. But he got tagged in the 3rd round, man. It was on spaghetti legs at a certain moment, and Cerqueira could have won. But I think he also went for a takedown. I was like, dude, you need to finish, So win for Julius Walker. Wasn't amazing, I think, but he got the win. And in the last fight, he could have also gotten the win against Manafield. That was a super close fight. So I'm just happy the UFC didn't win with fight of the night for this one, but they did with the last one.
I think I guess it was probably the most back and forth fight of all the fights, probably.
Yeah, but it would have been crazy.
Yeah, no, I think they went. Although I think they could have given one extra bonus for
for sure.
Guy. But I think you think Rafael gets cut 0-3.
I would be surprised if not, but hey, dude, we had Vinicius Moreira who had 4-time finishes, 0-4, and there's a fight night in Brazil. So if they need him, maybe against somebody,
I think he might get his. I think they might let him finish his contract out.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy to say, they might, especially Thiago's his manager, right? So
yeah,
they have a good relationship with Thiago. Fully showcase Nick and Sean's entire hard on for finishing fighters. Yeah, I mean, listen, he was finishing guys in Synergy FC, like you said, Zach. He finished some pretty good fighters. There was a few guys. What's that guy's name? Who's the guy that fought Uriah Hall and Bavon Lewis?
Bavon Lewis,
yeah, well, it was one of the guys.
Bro, Bavon Lewis was never the same after getting knocked out to Uriah.
Wasn't he winning that fight? And then he just
got clear. It was beautiful fight from his, and then he got knocked out, and he never came actually back the real.
It changes your entire life, dude. Yeah. It really does. I remember that card. That was the Cyborg and Amanda Nunes card. I watched it with James and a few other friends, and I was like, holy fuck, Buffon's gonna pull this off, and then he gets starched.
Bro, I picked Buffon, and I was watching. I was like, "Oh, dude, he's gonna beat Uriah Hall," and he was beautiful fighting, you know. And then out of nowhere, Uriah Hall knocks him out in the third.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking hell, dude," you know.
That was crazy. Speaking of fucking brutally knocked out, Elijah Smith power bomb on Toshiomi Kazami. I mean, really, it's one of the best slams of all time. Like, I have no problem saying that. It is one of the most beautiful power bomb slam knockouts you'll ever see. Fucking brutal knockout. I mean, apparently Kazuma's okay, dude. Though, oh man, this was like a beatdown, dude. Kazama didn't land one single strike in this fight. I don't know if you saw that. He got the shit kicked out of him. And then he gets finished brutally, dude. Crazy, eh?
I mean, the print of Kazama's back is still on the canvas. I think, man, that was such a hard slam, and it was
Oh
a
my
perfect
God.
slam. You know,
Yeah,
great win for Elijah Smith.
amazing.
Can't say anything else. The only thing I have to make a point about is the referee again in this one.
Tyone?
Where, yeah, I think so. It was Tyone, or yeah, I think it was Tyone because Tyone
Yeah, it
sucks.
was. No, it was. It was. Of course.
So first, Smith held the cage for 14, 15 seconds. You know,
There
and
was that. Yes.
he doesn't do jack shit about it, but okay. Then he hits him with 2 or 3 illegal elbows to the back of the head. Doesn't do shit about it.
Yeah.
And then he's fucking late after the slam. He gets 2 more punches and he's late. This dude, Chris Tyone, he's a fucking idiot. Fuck him. Get him out of the cage. I fucking hate the guy. You know?
Yeah. The other thing I'd say about this fight is, like, listen, like, I know the Apex events, they're gonna keep doing them for a little while, but like, imagine there was a bigger crowd, 20,000 people. Imagine, you know, like
Chris Tyone deserves to get slammed on the head himself, you know,
in front of 20,000 people. Yeah. Also, I didn't mention this, but in the main event, Herb Dean, there was a point, I don't know if you saw it, I think it was third or fourth round, maybe right before the finish, where Dolidze was clearly putting his fingers inside of Fluffy's gloves, right? And he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do shit. Why are these refs so scared to take points? Actually, Andy Foster did say, he's like, I don't want these guys taking points. It changes the fight so much. It's like, why are they in the rules? Just let them do whatever they want then.
By the way, and Herb Dean finally took a point, and then 2 seconds later, Dolidze tapped.
I know, that was hilarious. I thought that was so funny. I want to get this comment. Indeed, Hawaiian Closet expression is kind of Chilean. It is. There you go. When you see a pale guy like Marcel, you say Hawaiian Closet because he doesn't get his sun. Marcel used to ride his bike to work all the time, but since he worked at home, he's staying at... The guy plays like 95 hours of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater every week. That's his job right now. That's your full-time job.
You're crazy, man.
I know, I'm joking. Yeah, people are saying they thought the guy might die. I mean, it was brutal. It really was fucking brutal, dude. I'm glad that he's okay, apparently.
Yeah, me too.
Jocelyn Edwards, incredible knockout here with Priscilla. Dude, she was getting tuned up, which is crazy. Priscilla was landing huge punches, and then...
Antoine is waiting for this one. Antoine is waiting for this one.
Antoine, it's your girl. It's your girl. Marcel, how incredible was that knock? It was great.
Atlanta in the house. Yeah, I mean, it was a great finish, man. I mean, I thought that Jocelyn started a little bit, how do you say that? Not really aggressive. And Cachoeira came in like, dude, with no defense, getting crazy, you know. Kind of reminded me of Epic's twin, Window Licker. And she went crazy, man. And without any defense, it was pretty much waiting for Edwards to counter her, and she did beautifully, and she knocked her out. Amazing win for Edwards. And for some reason in the UFC, they thought that Edwards wasn't ranked because it's like, you being in the rankings next week. I was like, yeah, she's already is. But
she's like 12th or something, right? Or she was,
I think she's 14, but I'm not
14?
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, good win, man. I mean, good for her. And I think 2 really good call-outs with Karine Aldana and Mayra Bueno, who actually was supposed to fight her in this fight. It was short notice for Cachoeira.
Wait, it was supposed to be Bueno Silva in everything?
Yeah, that was the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, they could rebook that for Brazil then, right?
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Yeah, perfect.
I think it makes sense. I'm fine with that. I don't mind if she followed Donna, though. I think she's kind of ready for someone in the top 10. She's looked great. When you finish people, you get noticed. 3 straight finishes in the women's division. It's hard to do. Women's bantamweight division. Antoine says she's thick as hell. She has a pole in Magic City waiting for her if MMA doesn't work out. Does Vanessa Benopoulos also have that's your other girl, Antoine. Antoine, he loves Vanessa as well. He's asking if you play Skyrim.
No, I never did.
It's an amazing game. I played it like 10 years ago, though. I know Robert Whitaker's a huge Skyrim guy, but I haven't played it in 10 years, Antoine. You know what's crazy? I haven't played this game called, I think it's called Elden Ring or something. That's the one, you know what I'm talking about? Elden Ring?
Elden Ring, yeah. I know that one.
It's going to come out for Nintendo Switch too, so I'll end up getting that. I heard it's an amazing game. Never played it, but I'm going to play it, so there you go.
What did you bought for a Nintendo, you said in the Discord?
I just bought the new controller. I haven't had a chance to use it. I was so busy this weekend, dude. But I'll you know what? I'll probably end up playing after the podcast. Probably play a little bit.
Nice.
Feel you inspired. Yeah, a little bit, eh? Give us a few minutes. We're almost done here. Last couple fights. Amazing knockout here by Euros Medic over Gilbert Urbina. I mean, couldn't they have been generous in giving out one extra bonus?
He got knocked down in the first 10 seconds. I was
Sure.
like, oh shit, and then he came back and he brutally knocked him out. I think he deserved a bonus, man. For me, this was, man, give 5 bonuses with 5 finishes. I mean, sometimes you have like 3 finishes and then you go 3 bonuses and you don't give one. Give 5 bonuses, man.
I agree. Didn't they give out 5? Was it the last card?
Yeah, they did actually. They did. Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes they do, right? Or no, that was for New Orleans. That was the New Orleans card.
Okay. Right? I also thought for last week, but okay.
Was it last week too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to double check because I know for New Orleans they gave out 3 performance. Last week they gave out 2 fight of the nights, no performance last week.
Oh, I was a week before maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one. No, that was Wicker de Ritter. No, they only gave out 4 for that one too. So it was the card I was saying. You gotta trust me, man. You gotta trust me. All right. Hi, what's up, brother? Glad to have you here. Yeah, I've heard this game is sick. I haven't played it yet. DC didn't. I mean, Marcel, this is the first thing DC didn't do his research on, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time.
But... By the way, Brian Stan's coming back next week. It's exciting.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
He's great.
I like Brian.
I always like Brian. He used to follow. He doesn't have Twitter anymore. I checked. He used to follow me on Twitter. We talk a little bit DMs and stuff. He liked me. He respected me. He used to message me. He'd say like, "Listen, I really respect your opinion about this. So like, it's cool that we're having this. Like, it was cool. Because I respected him a lot. Obviously, Army veteran. Has anyone ever said a bad thing about Brian Stan? He's like one of those guys you can't say a bad thing about. Yeah. So he's coming back to the weigh-in show, Antoine. Yeah. I'd imagine that they're going to try to slowly get him in the mix, but I'd much rather have Brian Stan commentate than DC or a lot of these guys, to be honest with you. I mean, him and Bisping, they actually fought in Toronto. Do you remember that? I was at that.
It's a long time ago. I cannot really clearly remember.
Bisping won decision. It was UFC 152, which was Jones. Was it Jones Belfort? And then Mighty Mouse fought
Benavides.
Yeah, split decision.
I actually have the poster hanging here, dude. Why don't? Yeah, Bisping.
I was at that fight. There was this place called I don't know if someone from Toronto was probably in the comments or listening. The
Black poster. Later.
Yeah, they had I had that in my room because they used to give you the posters when you go to the events. But I covered it as media, which was cool. But they had this place called Massey Hall. It's like a concert hall in Toronto, and they had this little event. This was before the Jones fight got announced because originally that wasn't on the card. Then they moved it because Dan Henderson versus Jones got canceled, as you remember. He wouldn't fight Chael. Then the rest is history. But I got to have Stan and Bisping were there. Mighty Mouse was there. And I remember I told Mighty Mouse, I'm like, Mighty Mouse, your wife follows me on Twitter. He's like, oh, Mighty wife? I'm like, yeah, she follows me on Twitter, man. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, it was so funny. But yeah, it was cool. I got to see a couple legends like Bisping and Mighty Mouse and Jones and Belfort. These guys are all in the Hall of Fame. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. By the way,
sorry, just really quick. Can I don't know. And I'll just say this. If anyone, I'd much rather he replace Dana White than DC as president one day. That's all.
Wayne died.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, by the way, Haymaker, you would love to live over here, man. You can listen without the commentary and just the cage sound. We have the option here. So
there you go. Marshall just is not a DC fan. I'll just say that.
No, I always I always respected him as a fighter, but I was never a fan. I wasn't even a fan of his when he was fighting, but he was a great fighter. And now he's commentating us like, damn, was he back to fighter again,
I've got to meet him a couple times. He's a super nice guy, honestly.
Yeah, I believe that.
He's a great guy. I can see why the UFC loves him. He's such a nice guy, Marcel. Like you said before, he's like the uncle at your barbecue. He's cracking these stupid jokes, but he means well. I just think that at this level, like, you got to do a little bit more research. And that's why I just don't like Rogan's commentating more, because he doesn't do the research, right? I think like Bisping, does some research. I think Felder does. Laura Sanko definitely does. I know you aren't a huge fan of Laura, but Laura does her research. Give her that.
You are also not, but she is like, she's good. I like her more for commentary, like she does with the Contender Series, where she interviewing the fighters after the fight. Yeah. I like that much more. For some reason, I don't really dig her as a commentary. As a commentator.
No, I agree. I just think they got to put some more people in the mix. Like, get Alan Juban a chance. Michael Chiesa, I think, is going to do some fights, I believe, for Contender, if I'm not mistaken. Chiesa. Get him in
Anthony
there.
Smith on paper.
Give Anthony a chance. I mean, why
Yeah, for
not?
sure.
But
Why not?
I just think, Brian Stan was so good at it that he could just do whatever he wants, and he left to do something else, run a company. I think he got divorced. He married a younger wife, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, you always got to get the upgrade, Marcel, later in your life. But
Yeah.
anyways, he's a good dude. We've talked enough about him. I'm excited to see him next week though at the pay-per-view. It's going to be really good. DC roasting that guy. Was it John? Was it John
Yeah,
Ko?
it was Korean John. Yeah,
I love John. He's such a good dude. Honestly,
he's
like
a
I
great
know him.
guy.
I know him pretty well. I mean, listen, like some people are gonna hate my scorecards too, so I don't want to say anything to John. But sometimes I feel like he'll put them out there just to get
Traction.
yeah, because you know how it is on Twitter now. Like you get more engagement or whatever.
But that's why there's so many retards now on Twitter who are like tweeting out just to get
like
for the
Ruben,
money.
like Ruben.
I'm not going to say any names, but you know exactly what I mean. There are guys who just tweet out to get the money, not for the news, but to get the money. That's what
I think that was one of the biggest mistakes they ever made on Twitter.
Yeah,
and I know you get paid a little bit for your fight announcements, which is
but I don't tweet to get paid, but I got paid because I tweet something. Yeah,
I did. So I ended up buying it because they had a sale last week. It was like $70 Canadian for the year. I'm going to have it for the year. I will say this. I've noticed I'm getting more responses on my tweets, which is a good thing. It's back to like how it used to be. I used to get so much action on Twitter. After Elon took over, it went down. I lost my check mark. I used to be a verified. Now I have it again now, but it's just not the same. It's a little different. But anyways, I ended up buying it. All right.
It still says like verified since, and if you don't have it, it's paid. So
yeah, no, fair enough. Did you guys see the story about Bisping? I did see that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a really crazy. Did you see that? Yeah.
I watched I listened to the whole story that Bisping.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's crazy. Stan returning, I think so too. I would love to see him in Bisping because they fought each other. I think it'd be really, really cool. Wonder Boy's another guy I think they're going to start putting in the mix a little bit too.
Yeah.
I think they're slowly transitioning him out of being an active fighter. Wonder Boy, honestly, Marcel, he should probably fight one more time and then retire. I mean, he could still compete with these guys, but what's the point? What's the point?
That old guy is making fun of you.
Yeah. Who? True?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You bought it too. There you go. It was so cheap. It was $70. That's what is that? True, like half a unit for you or something. Really quickly, let's go through the last two fights because our guest is waiting. This fight sucked. Gabriela Fernandez, she beat Yulia Stoliarenko, but dude, this fight was absolutely terrible. Somehow, Yulia actually landed more strikes during the fight, which is crazy. I hated this fight. It was like a shitty sparring match. I bet on Gabriela. She won easily, but I hated the fight. What did you think?
Not a fun fight to watch. I remember that a lot of people, and including you and me, said the first fight was kind of low quality. This was even worse,
This is the worst fight in the card, 100%.
This was horrible, man. I mean, Julia cannot do anything besides the armbar, and Gabriela didn't want to do anything, it felt like. They were like pretty much almost a stalemate, but Gabriela did a little bit more. It wasn't good, man. I mean, she got the win, but yeah. It is what it is.
2-7 in the UFC. She's getting cut. There's just no chance they bring this girl back. But like
we said that too many times, dude. But I agree.
For Gabby though, it's like, dude, coming off that fight with Wong Tong, and then she had another fight with Judice, which was fighting night. This fight was garbage.
Yeah, but the UFC screwed her actually, because she won against Wong Tong, which is like.
And Wong is ranked now. She's not, right?
I don't know if Wong is ranked, but
I think she is, isn't she?
I'm not sure, but I mean, she got the. I don't think she's ranked, to be honest, but I mean, but she got screwed. She won against Wong Tong, and then they put her on the second prelim, which was actually the opening prelim because like the Brundage mechanical fight got added late, and then Apex card.
She's ranked 13th. She is ranked. She's ranked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, did she get punished because she beat Wong Tong?
It feels like it. I feel like they do that sometimes. They have their favorites, right?
Yeah.
Wonder Boy, I think he has a YouTube channel, right? That he has. I don't know if he has. Yeah, I think he's on YouTube. I mean, Wonder Boy's awesome. Another guy the only guys ever say anything bad about Wonder Boy was Tyron Woodley during the fight, and he started calling Wonder Boy racist. Remember that? And it was like, what the fuck? Remember that during I think it was the lead up for that fight.
Back in the day? Why did he do that?
I don't know. And Woodley, he was saying all this shit. Someone in the comments is definitely going to remember this. Woodley was saying all this stuff about Thompson. Everyone's like, wait, what? This is the wrong guy. I still think that Wonder Boy, by the way, I thought he beat Tyron Woodley. I don't know about you. I thought he beat him. I personally
I had Woodley.
Both fights?
Yeah, both fights.
All right, you're banished from the podcast. I'll replace you with Cole.
I'm cool with that. Fuck you too, Canadians.
You know what? You might end up fucking leaving after this discussion because the last fight,
Ha!
me and Marcel were going back and forth in the Discord. We were going back and forth on WhatsApp. Eric McConaughey defeats. By the way, is it Eric McConaughey Jr. or just Eric?
Yeah,
McConaughey
it's Junior. It's
okay.
Junior.
Okay. Defeats Cody Brundage, split decision. We didn't get a chance to talk about the fight. So let me just, before we talk about the actual fight, let me just talk about this. So
I disagree, dude. I disagree. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Because you're like, okay, who's your pick, right? So
yeah.
I was going to be like, all right, I'm just going to pick Brundage because, like, more experience or whatever. But then I'm like, wait, am I really picking Cody? Am I really going to do it, like, as a favorite, too? I don't know. And then I watched James's interview with Eric. So he was training. He was waiting for a fight. I think, he needed to take this fight. They would have cut him, I think, if he said no, to be honest with you, Eric McConaughey. He's like, dude, I need to pay my rent. He was telling James this. Like, he had no rent money left. I'm like, okay, this guy's going to do everything he can to win. And then at the weigh-ins, man, it looked like Cody just got off the couch, which he actually did. He basically just got off the couch and tried to win, and he almost did. As far as this fight goes, I want to get your thoughts. You're going to talk. You can have as much time as you want. I thought Eric won, but the scorecards are fucking terrible, because I think all three of the scorecards are wrong. I think all three of them are wrong. And you have all different scorecards in all three too, which is crazy. We both did. There's like all these different ways you could score this fight, but not the way the judges had it, because for me it was like
play retarded while they scored it.
The scorecards are horrible. The first round, it's a close round. You really could go either way. See, they didn't give Eric a knockdown. You said it was a push. They didn't give it a knockdown, but I thought in real time I thought it was, and I don't get to look back at that, right? Second round, to me, it was the clearest round of the fight. Cody won the round. And two of the judges gave it to Eric, which is fucked. Third round was also close. Could have gone either way. But I leaned Eric. I think he did a little more. So I think Eric won, but like, I think if you gave Cody 1 and 2, that's okay. Or Eric 1 and 3, that's okay. But I think giving Cody all 3 is kind of weird. And I think that giving Eric 2 and 3 is kind of weird too. And also 1 and 2. Because the clearest round was the second round, right?
So let's start.
let's start.
We had these rounds. I think McConaughey landed a hard shot on Cody, and he definitely touched him. But I also think that in that shot, he pushed Cody after that shot shortly, and that's why he was out of balance. That's why I don't think it was a knockdown, but it was probably the most damaging shot of the first round, Besides that, McConaughey didn't do shit in the first round, in my opinion, and Cody did the most in that round. But it depends on what you score. Do you score that most damaging shot, or do you think Brundage did enough to change your view on it? So I think you can score that round to both sides. Second round, I think that was the most clear Cody round you can get, And the third round was, in my opinion, the clear McConaughey round. So for me, it was 29-28 either way. I went with Brundage because I think he did enough in the first round to get the decision. I don't hate the 29-28 McConaughey because I can also see that one, But I mean, all three judges' scorecards fucking sucked because all these guys, they scored the second and third round wrong. Only the first round was debatable if you can score the two, McConaughey or Brundage. I don't think you can debate the second and third round, to be honest.
I was surprised the two gave it to two gave it to Garrett because one had 30-27 Brundage, which I don't like. It felt like they penalized him for kind of the holding on and just kind of the grappling, right? But the thing is, Eric didn't really do much either in that second round, right? So, but I hated Brundage's game plan in this fight, dude. I really did. I think that he tried his best to kind of like lay and pray his way to a win. It didn't really work, Yeah, I don't know what to think about Cody anymore, man. I mean, listen, he's a great dude. I know you know him well. He's an awesome guy. Really good person, good dad. But dude, his fights are so weird, man. And
he gets one more, dude.
He will. But that first round too, bro, I thought it was gonna be a DQ again because he's doing the back of the head thing again. And I wrote in the chat like DQ, and fucking True's like freaking out, and he went and placed a bet on McConaughey to Arbo. And I ended up winning True. But it's crazy though. I think Cody was minus 620 after the second round, and I was looking at that. I'm like, I think it's 1-1. Ended up being 2-0, which is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. So Cody was actually no, it was 2-0 on one, 2-0 Cody on one, and then 1-1 on the other one. And then Eric won. Eric won the last round for sure. That other scorecard is just weird too. The 30-27. I don't know, man. Oh, is it Roman True? Okay. Oh, it was. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, True. Yeah.
It's
So,
just,
go
listen,
ahead. Go ahead. I'll answer this
like,
question.
like I'm not upset about the decision, who won,
Yeah.
but the way they came there is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. It's kind of like the Johns scorecard. Like it just you could score for Miles Johns, but you can't give him those rounds. It just doesn't
No.
make sense. I want to get this comment too. How crazy! I called this. Didn't I call it last week? I said to Alex, Alex, do you think they're going to add one more fight? And he's like, no, no, this is Alex. No, they're not adding another fight. And then was it Monday
So,
morning? I see the tweet from Marcel.
so what I've heard is that that Cody was actually gonna fight, I think, Barrio on Vancouver,
Marc
but
Andre.
yeah, but Barrio is not on time cleared because of that
Oh,
Shara fight, I think,
fair
and
enough.
that's why Cody was searching for a fight, and this came on his path, so he took it. You know.
Maybe they'll still do that fight, Cody and Mark Barrio. And honestly, like it makes sense, right? Cody and Barrio. Would you like that one?
Yeah, why not? I
It's
mean,
a fun
it's
fight.
okay.
Who'd you pick?
I know you would pick Barrio.
Obviously.
I think close fight, to be honest, because both guys have sometimes problems with their chin, you know.
Yeah,
Although
true.
Barrio looked good against Magomedov pretty much, you know. So, but yeah, I don't rate Magomedov that high, to be really
You
honest.
know, I was praying he was going to fucking fraud check Shara again.
I know.
To be fair, you were too, because you don't like
Yeah,
Shara.
it's not that I don't like him. I don't like that the UFC is
UFC
protecting
pushes
him.
this guy, and they're
Yeah,
asking like he's another guy that is he kind of in the mix, maybe, but like he's not going to fight in the States, so I don't think he's really a contender. What's up, Lena? Good night, man. Why do you guys think that's the case? Why is he happening to Cody? What's happening to Cody? That the DQ things? I don't know. He puts himself in these weird spots. I don't know. Listen, Cody's a good dude. He took the fight. He got paid. He's probably making decent money now, I would think, Cody, right? He's got like 10
oh
fights
yeah,
in the UFC.
thanks for
He's
kicking.
probably
Yeah.
making 50 and 50, maybe more. Maybe more. I don't know. Maybe he makes like 80 and 80. I doubt it, but you never know. He's won some bonuses. It's crazy because you talk about that power slam. How about the one with Zach Reese? That was an
Yeah,
incredible knockout. And then
yeah.
you
You
also
have
had,
to truth. Selecki against
yeah,
Close.
yeah, that's crazy. How crazy is that? McConnell versus Spencer. I wonder if McConnell is he'll the thing about Eric is he'll probably get his 4 fights in the UFC, but he really isn't UFC caliber, you know. But he ended up winning that fight. You guys ever notice the underdog almost wins first fight? I'd have to look back. I mean, but I'll be honest, like that was another thing that I kind of thought about too. I'm like, man, we're picking a lot of favorites. Like, there's got to be a few dogs that are going to win. You know, it's something to think about. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. It's kind of gambler's fallacy. But you had Feely, you had McConnell, and was that the only underdogs? Those two? That was it, right? Feely and
Yeah,
McConnell, right? Yeah, that's it.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, all right, yeah, let's hit the like button like he says, and yeah, that's true. The two Sulov stretches back to back in that card. Remember that was
Yeah,
crazy
for
too.
sure. I
That
remember
was
that. Yeah.
insane. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Just for a few minutes because we're gonna preview UFC 319. I can't wait to talk about this card, dude. Yeah,
Quick question: are we
of
also
course.
going to preview the Ultimate Fighter finales? Or are we not?
Just the one that's been released. I know that there was a spoiler posted. I
Yeah,
don't want to spoil people.
yeah.
So
Me
I've been
neither.
watching the show. I know you don't watch the show. I did watch the show.
Mm.
And my fucking curiosity got the best of me because what you posted, and I went and checked, and yeah, I was a little surprised, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to spoil. I'm gonna be a
Yeah.
fucking prick like that. I know I could be a prick, but I don't want to be. So this guy, I love our boy here. He wants me to eat something. I gotta do another podcast, man. I'll eat something after that. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
talk. Yeah, we
yeah,
will.
we will. All right, let's get out of here. Give us a few minutes, guys. We have a lot of people in the chat too, which is awesome. So hopefully you guys can join us in a second here. We're going to have our guest and
Yeah, I think we just shouldn't talk about the Ultimate Fighter finales at all. I also didn't post it yet, so
I kind of agree. All right, let's